Welcome to Just Reviews with Brianna
and Sakina,
where we will have conversations that mothers and daughters typically do not have.
This was not always easy, believe me. It took a lot of love, self-healing, and growth for us to get to where we are today.
Welcome back.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us again.
On today's episode, we will be discussing baby mama drama. So, Mom.
Yeah.
Have you ever dealt with baby mama drama?
I can say yeah. Yeah, I have. In the beginning, it was with of course, your father. So in the beginning, I didn't have baby mama drama with the first. And then there was, after we separated, he got with somebody. She ended up getting pregnant. He passed away, and oh yeah, she was fucking drama. And I'm trying to find the right words to say to word this properly, because I guess when I look at it now, she was just trying to protect herself and, make sure that her child got whatever her child was entitled to. This girl was taking me to court. She was trying to sue me. Like, for real, like I'm the wife. Girlfriend, fall back. But
Why she try to sue you?
That was drama because after your father got killed, there was a lawsuit. I had contacted an attorney and had a lawsuit. And when she found that out, she had a lawyer on deck to sue me, girlfriend. But I had already included her child, unborn child, in the lawsuit. Mm-hmm. So she had to fall back from that one. My last relationship, he had, 2 children. I can't really say she gave me drama, but there was a little bit of nonsense that I was aware of, things said that was drama, but he kept everything cool, so I didn't have to deal with anything that was like crazy from her. How about you? Because you are a new mother, and there's other baby mothers involved.
So before I had my child, it was baby mama drama because he had a baby mama prior to me. It was baby mama drama, okay? Like, it was drama. She wanted to fight me, but it was only because he was lying to both of us.
And that's always the issue.
Me and her have a decent relationship. I actually like her, Okay. And I think baby mom
but that's
should.
grown woman shit.
Yeah, I think they should be able to have a relationship because our children are siblings. Like,
yeah, I kept a relationship with y'all brother. So I was able to go pick him up from his mom and keep him for the summer. But this was all after your father passed away where we got cool. But come to find out years later, of course, he created drama to keep us
apart,
separated. Mm-hmm. I always had a question like, why can't I meet her? And he always had some damn excuse or story. And after a while, I just left it alone. But then when he first went to the military, he hit me up like, oh, she was like, oh, don't military wives get benefits? So it makes sense why she was asking about military wife benefits, because he was still trying to slide up in there.
She was trying to be the wife.
Yeah, exactly. And didn't even realize he had a whole chick he had already proposed to.
Yeah.
Craziness.
And then the other baby mom drama. We do not have a relationship, and I don't tend to build a relationship because sometimes you just don't get along with that person. Like, we just don't match. We don't click.
Okay, I don't explain. You want to stop with a whole relationship?
Oh yes, because the first baby mom. That's why I told you we had so many issues.
First baby mother issues because he was still probably messing around with her. Now
yeah, because like even with her, like I used to be like, well, I told her, me and her talk, like, you used to stress me out. Like, when he'll talk to her, I would go to another room. I'm on my business because I'm just a girlfriend. Like, that's y'all child. Like, I didn't want to overstep or be like, you know what I mean? I'll let him do his thing, talk to her, talk to the baby. But like, if he didn't answer his phone, like, she would call him 1,000 times, and I was like, why is she calling so many times? Like, like, what's going on? Like, if she know you got a girlfriend, like, that's disrespectful. Like, If the daughter not, if the daughter fine, then there was no need for all of that. You know what I mean? But she didn't know because from talking to her, I was the friend that he was helping get over a divorce. How you helping me get over a divorce?
But
you ain't
never
been
you to the baby mother house.
Who?
Was he taking you to
no,
the?
no.
Oh,
we would never cross paths.
Okay.
One day I'm laying on him, laying on the couch, and I don't know who called who. I don't remember. But she said something like, let me see your nipple or something. So at this time, I'm just laying there.
I'm mad because I'm having a flashback, but go ahead, girlfriend.
I'm just laying there calm. Not really calm because I'm just trying to scope the seat out. Like, what y'all got going on? This how y'all talk? Like, you know. I guess he flipped the camera on to me. I don't know. But she's like, oh, your name Brianna? Hi, Brianna. So I'm like, hello. So I think she said something like, let me see your. Yeah.
Blase
So
blah.
at this point, I got up. I said, this what you and your baby mom got going on? Like, don't get your baby mom beat up. Because at that point, y'all disrespectful. Like, so it's me and her went back and forth. And I think I hung up on her. And I went in the room, started getting my stuff. But at this point, this what y'all got going on? I don't want no parts. Like, so I got my stuff. He was not trying to let me leave. Like, so she started calling again. So I answered him. I'm like, hello? And we going back and we wasn't going back for that long because I just wasn't for it. I'm like, you know where I'm at. There's really a problem. Like, and she called mama on the phone. That's when I hung up because like I'm not gonna argue with your mama.
What? What the mama say?
No, I don't remember. I think she was trying to explain what was going on to her mom. I don't really know. That was so long ago.
So what the mother say to you?
Oh, not that I hung up. I told you.
Oh, okay.
So,
but you hung up before she could say anything.
Yeah, because it was just too much. Like I already said I'm leaving. Like what am I going to make a with y'all for? So I remember I called my grandma, and my grandma was like, "Yeah, don't leave. Like you angry? Like you
no." She never gave the best advice.
Yeah, you should have said leave.
No, but listen what she told me about your father, right? Because now she gonna tell me like, oh well, Hillary Clinton stayed with Bill Clinton.
What they got to do with me?
I'm not Hillary and he's
not Bill.
He ain't got Bill Clinton money, but even what if he did? Yeah, no, I wasn't staying.
But then his mom called. Cause I don't know if she called his mom or he called his mom.
You got a lot of shit going on.
Yeah, I don't know. He didn't let me leave because I was like, yeah, I had plans on going to like, what's that store that's right there? I can't remember it, but I had a plan to go to the store. I think it's Walmart. Yeah, they're planning to go to Walmart anyway. So I was upset, but I wasn't really that mad. Like mad to get in a car crash. I was like I wasn't like, come on now. So I went to the store, rolled around. He calling me, like this what y'all about? Like, you know, because I was confused. I never heard them converse before. So like this what I got going on. So when I came back, I talked to his mom or whatever, you know, and time went by, and like in that relationship in the beginning, I never touched his phone because I saw what it did in my last relationship. Like I don't even want to know. Now I want to know. I want to know everything. I want to know everything.
Go through people's phones?
Of course, because that's you in that phone. I'm not just like, hey, let me see if I don't know. So what started me going through his phone was one day I woke up, he was in the bathroom, and his phone was unlocked by my head.
No,
that was God.
Yeah, that's a sign.
Exactly,
like, okay,
exactly. So
I need to see.
I went through his phone, and he was texting all these girls. But what really stuck out to me was he was texting his baby mom. And his baby mom was like, "Oh, do you see us getting back together?" And he was like, "Yeah, maybe." So I just went back and forth with your baby mom, and you talking about maybe what? You know.
And y'all in a full blown relationship.
Exactly, maybe what? And I just argued with this girl. What do you mean maybe? What do you mean maybe? What are you talking about? So that's not at that point. That was our first like breakup. Like I was like, I'm done. Like you could have left me alone. Like you really could have left me alone. Like leave me alone. So that was our first incident with his baby mom. Then like she would still do the calling and stuff. And he would go home to Atlanta, I wouldn't go because that's your time with your daughter. Like that's how I looked at it. I didn't look at it like that's your time with your baby mama. Like I looked at it like that's your time with your daughter because I like from my perspective, he looked like he took care of his daughter. Because being in the military, it's not easy to be there 24/7. So when he did take the time, and maybe sometimes he didn't go see his daughter. Who knows? When he was taking, I don't know. When he was taking his trips,
he was smashing or something, girl.
Yeah, her birthday's after Christmas. When they had, what was it? Her second birthday. Yeah, I brought her shoes. No, yeah, I believe so. And he gave it to her, and from my perspective, she said thank you or whatever. So I thought we was on decent terms. It was just so much. I think the next incident was birthday or whatever, because we broke up before that. Like he went to Atlanta, he spent a week or two, whatever. I was on my own thing because I didn't think we was going. Like, granted, I still loved him and I cared about him, but I didn't think we was gonna get back together at that point. His birthday or something, she contacted me and she was like, "Oh, I don't know why my baby dad think we got an issue. I got an issue with y'all being together."
So at this time, she knew y'all was together.
Yeah.
Okay, but in the beginning, she didn't though.
From what she told me, and I don't know.
So how long in was y'all relationship? How long were you guys together when she finally realized?
Messing around when we went overseas, and that was 8 months. So we made it official once we got back. Contacted me, and she was like, "I don't know why he think I got an issue with our relationship, but watch out for him." I didn't really take her like watch out for him, you know?
Yeah, because then it's like you don't really trust or believe her because you don't know what her motives or intentions are.
And I didn't know her. So at that time, I told you how we had separated and we got back together, or whatever. He wanted me to come home with him. Military, when you go home, when you're going back to your hometown.
Oh, okay.
He told his baby mom, because like, I've been around his daughter before, but like I feel like if you have a partner, you have children, I feel like your children, mother, and the girlfriend or boyfriend should meet, or vice versa.
Hello. Because I think the same thing too.
Because this person around my child, like.
And how old was the little girl?
At the time, I don't know, was it? She was 2, I believe.
Yeah, 2. That's how old your brother was. So I didn't understand why he didn't want us to meet. Like, we living together, the child is staying over, sleeping in the same bed with us, and you don't think that this woman should know who her child is around?
And then even like the first time her daughter came over, I don't know if he told her that I was there. Like,
no, I'm pretty sure he did.
No, I don't think so either. Yeah. I told him to tell her. He was like, "Oh, she cussing me out to stand at third." I'm like, "Why she cussing you out?" Like, I was confused, genuinely. Like, what she cussing you out for? So, then she asked, like, "Hey, can we talk preferably without him being there?" She's like, "I know we had like our issues, but you're my daughter, and like the regular spiel." So we had that conversation. So I thought we was on decent terms, So we on the road going there in the morning, and she texts me like, "Oh, tell him he can see his daughter another time." I personally had a problem with that because, first of all, good morning, hello, like I'm not the issue here. Good morning, hello.
But she don't know you not the
exactly. Issue. But that's how I felt. Like, good morning, hello, something. It didn't tell him that. Don't tell me when I'm. That's like I told you. I separated myself from that. So
don't put you in the middle.
Exactly. So she like, "Oh, tell him he can see his daughter another time."
But why did she say that?
I'm gonna get there. Then she sent me all these screenshots. So long story short,
what were the screenshots?
I'm telling you, long story short, the whole time, remember we were separated. He went to Atlanta. They was kicking it. They was kicking it. So I know after, like around his birthday, she said something like about telling on him or something. So at this point, she was aware. She was aware.
Okay, so she wanted to spill the beans now.
Yeah, she wanted to tell on him. Yeah, she wanted to tell on him. So she told me, she sent me all screenshots, but this time we in a car. I didn't really look at the screenshots too much. I just sent them to my best friend. I didn't look at them too much because I'm already in a car with this man. I'm not driving. We're already going 3 hours away. what am I supposed to look at these screenshots for? What am I supposed to do? You know? What am I supposed to do?
What with the screenshots?
Exactly. Like, what am I supposed to do? That's how I looked at it because I'm not driving out. I'm staying at his mama house. Like, what am I supposed to do? So he like, oh, those messages old, this and the third. He didn't even look at them. They old. I was all right.
But it had date and time stamps.
Oh yes. I told you I didn't really look at them. Then we went to his mom's house, whatever, and she told him he could see his daughter or something. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna pick up my daughter. I'm gonna just drop you in a plaza by her house. I said, drop who?
Well, y'all 3 hours away from home, and he want to drop you in some random ass plaza.
My house. Plaza? Who going to plaza? Oh, you doing too much of that. I'm not doing enough. What do you mean a plaza? Like, she know we together. We can't pull up and get your daughter? A plaza. And I was the one that was wrong.
Of course.
A plaza. That really kept me tight because what are you talking about?
I would have been all the way through. I think I've been ready to punch him all up in his head. Like, what are you talking about? I don't condone violence, okay?
So then at this point, I'm starting to look at the screenshots now because this not making sense. I look at the screenshots, look at the time and dates.
But see, that was your warning, kind of like y'all was in this car ride. So she probably knew you was in the car with him. Mm-hmm. Now she pissed because he just sending her all these messages. They having these full-blown get back together or sexual conversations. Mm-hmm. And now here he come with
back
you.
With the girl?
Yeah, like
what are you talking about? Like, you know, so, like I understand both perspectives. Like,
yeah, now.
Yeah. But at the time I was still in the dark. Like, I got the screenshots, whatever. So now I'm bringing it up to him. Because you said they old. Old where? So I went outside. He's at his mama's house. He like, she not even my type no more. I don't even look at her like that. I'm like, whatever. Yeah, shit. Whatever. Like, they like to downplay the next one to get the other one. So his mom was at home, and he just trying to argue me in his mama's house. Like, please, leave me alone. Like, if you want to be with your baby mom, go be with your baby mom. Like, I'm all for somebody working on their family. I'm all for it. Like, just leave me out of it.
Like, with your father. Yeah, I remember when we first got together, I was telling him, hey, do y'all feel like you want to work this out? Y'all have a child together. You know, we could be friends.
Yeah, I'm all for working with your family.
We could be cool, homie. Like, I ain't even mad at you if you want to work out your family.
If they love lying.
Yeah, lied. Ain't want
lie,
to do with the girl.
Yeah.
It's craziness.
So, you're like, oh, no, she's not even my type. But all I had was those messages to go off of.
Which was proof.
It was proof. But some of them didn't have dates. Like, it was just messages. Like, we laugh or whatever. So I kept asking about it. So it was one morning, he like, just stop asking about it. Like tell her, who was you to tell me stop asking? It's not the truth. I want you to tell me the truth. Like, that's what I was really trying to get. So I remember it was like, maybe like 2 in the morning. We had work the next day. If I can't sleep, you can't sleep. So I decided to go on her page. I've never been on her page prior to that. So I went on her page. And why her pictures look like my pictures? Why are you both in the passenger seat of this man's car? Yeah? Because he said, oh, he didn't link up with her. He didn't see her. But you in his car.
But who pictures were taken first?
No, it wasn't about that. It was just the simple fact that she was in his car. But you saying that they was not a thing. Yeah. You didn't see this girl.
But who, you posted pictures in his car?
Yes, we both had pictures in his car on our page.
But I'm asking because I went and like me being online, and I've seen things by people's exes and stuff. Like, I might post a picture with a hairstyle, and then I come across this person's page, and they shit look like mine. Similar.
No, the other baby mom was like that. I don't think it was like that with her.
You know, I'm just trying to get make sense.
So she her picture was like my picture. And I only say that because we both in his car, we see the same scenery.
Okay.
So I wake him up out his sleep. And I'm like, if you want to be with your baby mom, you could just be with your baby mom. Like, You ain't have to lie to me. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I said, okay. And I just started grabbing my stuff. One thing about me, since I had my own place, I was always ready to leave. So I started grabbing my stuff, ready to go. He like, and then he snapped out of the sleepiness, like, where you going? Where you going? I'm like, bro, like, go be with your baby mom. You said you wanted together, but y'all was together. And I made it seem like I had all these facts, and I really didn't. But he ain't know that. With them, you gotta play the game. So I played the game. So he was like, oh yeah, it was just one time. And I'm like, oh, so be with your
One time
mom.
what? He slept with her?
Yeah.
While y'all was together?
No, remember we were separated. But like when I was separated, I messed with the other dude. He made it a big old deal, crying, sign down the wall, snotty nose. Like, but you sitting here acting like you oh so innocent. But you still put your baby mom, like your baby mom was right. That's why she was mad.
Yeah.
But he was thinking a different lullaby. So I'm like, just go be with your baby mom. Like, you could just leave me alone. Like, go be with your family. So, but when we was in Atlanta, me and her had our little words. She wanted to fight me. She wanted me to pull up to her house. That I was never doing that. Like, we can pull up somewhere. You like, you know where I'm at, but I'm not pulling up to nobody's house because you don't never know how that can end. Like, you can have a whole troop of people there. They done jump me or say like, I don't even know y'all. So I was not pulling up to the girl house. But after that, me and his relationship just went downhill after that, for real. But now me and his baby mom, the first one, we're cool, we're on good terms. I actually like the girl. I like her. Okay. Yeah, I do like her. But it's because he made her the villain of the story. Like, he made it seem like she was crazy.
He
and
made you the villain.
The other girl's story. Because that's what people do. They got to make themselves look good. So, yeah. And I think even when we was overseas, he was still dealing with the big mom.
I would think so.
Yeah.
I would think so.
Because their daughter was young. So, you know, when they had young kids.
Because you found out that, you know, from your brother that your father was still sending letters and stuff to his mother. Mm-hmm. And we was married. Yeah. You know, he overseas in Japan, married to me and writing I love you and I want to get back to you. He was saying he wanted to marry
I believe so. Like, oh, when I get married, we'll get married. Like, and then he want to act like I'm the crazy
what you married?
Yeah, I wasn't crazy. No, I had questions and he didn't want to answer them. Right. But yeah, that what happened with the first baby mom. The second baby mom, she knew that we was together. So it was one day he was in my house and he was laying in the bed. We was about to get ready for work. And cause this time I really wasn't going over his house like that. Like I was kind of just over him. Like, ugh. I couldn't be that over him, girl. I got his baby. But he was laying in my bed and I'm like, did you cut it off with everybody? And this is like 2 or 3 days later, so you had enough time. More than enough. Way more than enough. So he's like, oh, I'm working on it. Something like that. Ain't no working. Exactly. So I'm like, what do you mean? What's so hard about it? Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, that's like, what's so hard about it? Like, you like this girl, what happened? Like, he wasn't really saying nothing. So I'm like, do I know this girl? Oh, she basically saying like, oh, she like where we work at, like. So I'm like, you cut it off? He's like, yeah. I'm like, let me see. So he holding his phone like this. So I try to grab the phone. He snatched it back. So I'm like, so it's more to it. Like, you sleep with the girl? And this, I didn't think this the first time he ever was honest. Like, he said, yeah. I said, get out. And I ain't never kicked nobody out of my house before. But I was like, get out. Because like my grandma just passed away, everything. Like, the first thing you do was go sleep with somebody. Like, ew. So I'm like, get out. So I went to the bathroom to go do my hair. And I opened the door to see if he was still there. He was still laying in my bed. So I'm like, did you not hear me? Get out. Oh, you doing too much. You doing too much. I'm not doing enough. Get out. Right? Because I think I asked him, like, do she know about me? And he like, yeah. Like, but I knew she knew about me because the friends, it was cackling. It was cackling information. So she knew about me. That's why I'm like, he be lying, but I knew that was the truth because they was cackling prior. So I kicked him out or whatever. So I went to work. And I told this guy that I knew her. So I want to talk to her. he called her. She's like, I'm not at work. And one thing about this one,
She wasn't
she
at
left.
work.
Yeah, she
So
wasn't at
what
work.
that means? She couldn't talk?
I don't know. One thing about this one, she loved the social media, but when I'm in her face, it's never that. It's never that. Cause she know, like I don't like what Drake called it.
Twitter fingers.
Yeah, yeah.
So she
So
got Twitter fingers, but
she
she
got
ain't
TikTok
about it.
fingers.
She not about it in real life.
Exactly. So then I kept trying to talk to her. She wasn't on it. So at this time, I'm just going about my life. This man popping up at 6 in the morning, popping up. I'm at lunch in my car. He popping up at my car. Like this man would not leave me alone. Like he popping up everywhere. He popping up everywhere. So he come to my house with this Care Bear, a Care Bear, and he trying to talk to me or whatever. And his phone keep ringing. Who is it? Who is it? Who calling him? Who?
Homie, shorty,
Yeah,
him up.
exactly. So I answer the phone like you calling him like he your man. Like relax. So she started trying to get rowdy. But at that point, I was hurt. I was upset. Like, so I already came on the phone, like, you know. So, I'm like, where you stay at? Because at this point, now I'm trying to run up on her because first you already knew. Now you just don't got no control.
Well, he lying to her,
Exactly.
lying to you, so.
I know, but like in the moment, like when I like where I'm at now, like I'm not arguing no female over nobody. Like he's the main, he's the denominator. We need to. I'll be for the girls. Like, but like you can be for the girls and you be like, oh, I'm done with him, and they still there like dummies.
I guess now the relationship got to make sense. You know what I'm saying? Because who wants to be going through all that nonsense anymore? Mm-hmm. Like you've been there, done that. Like, would you see yourself doing that again with somebody?
Oh no. Like, I was young and dumb and just too trusting and just I wouldn't do it no more. Like one thing about me where I'm at, you show me any little inconsistency, I'm leaving. Now, if any girl contact me, come to me as a woman, I'm leaving. Cause why does this girl even feel comfortable enough? What do you got going on? Like I don't be in no drama, no nothing.
But would you? I was gonna say, would you really believe the girl?
I don't know. I don't want anybody come to me. Please just leave me alone.
Yeah, because in my last relationship, I had an issue with a chick that he was working with in the studio, and so she wanted him.
Just leave me alone. I don't even care about the explanation. Leave me alone. Okay. Because you got too much going on. Yeah. My life is drama free. So any little bit of drama, I don't want it.
Yeah, I was just saying sometimes people can lie, but no,
I don't care.
I wouldn't.
You ain't made for me
because it's just too much. Because somebody's not being honest and boundaries is being
crossed. Because why does this person even feel comfortable enough to even? Yeah. So, where was I with this story? Oh no, I asked her for her address, and she was acting big on the phone. But I told you when I told the dude to call her, she was So, like that's how she was. I'm not.
Stuttering. Like, she was stuttering.
She was scared.
Okay.
She was scared.
Well, that makes people stutter.
Yeah, she was scared. Okay. After that, I was trying to pull up on her, but he took my keys. He took everything. He would not let me out that house. And why even fight the girl? So eventually, I let her have him. I let her have him. Because if I didn't leave him alone, he wasn't going to leave me alone. And he wasn't going to leave her alone. So she could have you. So I went on with my life. And then my birthday came around. And he tried to happy birthday him back in my life. And it worked.
Well, how did it work? What did he do?
No, it didn't work like right away. So I went to go clear my apartment out,
Girl, you be having a whole story, okay?
I want to clear my apartment out, and danced a lot of big dance, tango,
and the sheets. Well, you goofy. Like you be trying to downplay this shit. No, say exactly what it was.
Yeah, we tangled. We tangled a lot because my apartment had to be clear out. I think I went there for like 5 days. We cleared the apartment out in like 2.
Okay, that's
So we
when
was
you was
tangling.
moving,
Yeah,
leaving
we
there.
was tangling a lot.
Okay,
Yeah,
this when you got pregnant.
yeah.
And oh, it was a lot of
It
tangling.
was a lot of tangling.
Okay, of course you end up pregnant, girl. Girl, you silly as hell.
No, no, I'm not.
And all of it, yes, you are, because you about to leave and go to a whole nother state.
But we've been together for so long, like I ain't never get pregnant.
Yeah, but you doing a lot of tangling.
Yeah, but I also took a plan B too. But we was doing a lot of tangling. I didn't think I was gonna get pregnant because we always tangle, and I ain't never get pregnant.
Well,
So,
he must have been praying and wishing for this one.
probably because I was leaving him for real. Like I was really done. So, what made it worse was me and a girl had like a mutual associate friend, I would say. And that girl contacted me like, oh, she want to talk to you. So I'm like, talk to me about what? So I asked him why she want to talk to
Okay,
me.
so now she's in a whole blown relationship with him.
I don't know what was going on. She's like, oh, I don't know what to do because at this point they got an
now she want
altercation.
advice.
They got an altercation. Oh, I don't know what to do. And like, I'm pregnant. That's all I remember. I don't even know the whole conversation. All I heard was I'm pregnant. I'm like, you what? Let me call you back. And like he was trying to talk to me. And at that point, I just didn't have no words for him. Like he just did everything. Like I'm just over it now. And I'm like, you got somebody pregnant? Oh no, are you pregnant by me? Nobody got my baby. I'm like, so this girl just gonna lie? And the girl wasn't lying. So I just told him like, after this, don't contact me no more. Please leave me alone. Like I don't want nothing to do with you. And the girl apologized to me or whatever. And
apologize for what?
She was just doing too much. It was just too much.
Yeah, I just want to know what's her apology about.
I don't remember. Like I told you, all I heard was
apologize, but they don't apologize for the real shit.
I heard all I heard was I was pregnant. I mean, it wasn't registering. It wasn't that important to me. But I went home that day. The next day, I actually reached out to the girl and I was like, this is me talking to you as Brianna, not as his ex-girlfriend. And honestly and truly, I wish you the best on your journey. And because like where I was in life, I was just in a different space. Like I wish you the best of luck. Like even though we wasn't on the best of terms, whatever you decide to do with your pregnancy, like I wish you the best. Like you don't have to worry about me. And I truly meant that. But 2 weeks went by and I was pregnant.
You know that tangling.
2 weeks went by and I was pregnant. So I was telling him like, you gotta tell her. You gotta tell her. And you know he's a liar. He's a cheater. He's not gonna tell that girl. So I took it upon myself to tell her because, and it wasn't no malicious intent. Like, oh, I'm pregnant too, like it wasn't none of that. It was none of that. Like it was just like we're both early in our pregnancies. If you want a different route or vice versa, you have that opportunity. A baby is not a joke. So that's the only reason I told her, not to be malicious or anything. Because after that, me and her talked on the phone or whatever, and on the phone she said she was jealous of me. After that, and me and him had a decent relationship. Like we was talking, whatever. Because now we got a baby. So, so one day he texted me like, "Oh, me and you would never be together." I know it was that girl having him text me that. Me and you would never be together, and I laughed and I said, "If I want to be with you, we would have been together. Like, I don't want to be with you." And even when me and her talked, she was like, "I know y'all not together because you don't want to be with him, and it's not the other way around." Like she knew that he loved me, the love he had for me. But like, I guess she thought a baby would keep him more. I don't know.
Yeah, baby's not gonna change somebody that's a liar and a cheater.
Yeah, he needs to change by himself. But after that, I didn't reach out to him until my first ultrasound, and he done blocked me. So whatever she said to that man, and I wasn't bad talking to him or nothing, like whatever she said to that man, because when after my son was born, we actually had a conversation about it, and he was like, "Oh, it was just the stuff she was telling me," and I don't know what she said, and I don't care. But like when she told me I was jealous of you, like that spoke value. So I know she went in there and said whatever she said.
Oh yeah, to cause confusion.
Exactly. So me and him didn't talk my pregnancy like until the end. But yeah, after she did that, we will never be cool. I don't want to be a girl's girl for her. We will never be on the same page. We will never, because like What's wrong with you? Like you're pressed about me, but you
but
inserted yourself into this. You
but see, the thing is, right? When the other woman knows that the only reason why the man is really just with them is because the other woman that they really love is already really through, I think that causes some issues.
well, don't be with the man.
Well,
You shouldn't have even been messing
sometimes
with
the
the man.
people want to be with the man so bad
For what?
that they gotta kind of
But for
like
what? Like
cause
I'm
confusion
not
to.
degrading myself to be with somebody, stooping down to be with
But
somebody.
that's you.
Okay, but that's what I want to know. I want to know why.
Why what?
Why? Like why stay? Why if you know you're not gonna be me? Like, oh, remember how you said like copying and stuff? Yeah. She
Yeah.
said she was jealous. I had to block her on all social medias because she would copy
But
everything I
they
do.
make new pages
I don't.
and
Yeah,
all
she
kind of
definitely still
stuff.
see my
So
page,
yeah.
but it was just like you will never be me. Don't try to be me to keep this man. Be yourself.
Isn't
Be with
that
that
weird
man.
though?
Like
I think that's some weird, goofy stuff. Like if you with somebody and they ex is like stalking your page and now they trying to look like you. Like you had this man at some point, or you
and
have
then
him and you trying
and
to look
then
like.
you worry about me, but you're with the man. You have the man already. I gave you the man, but you're still worried about me. Why are you still worried about me? You have the man. Isn't that what you wanted, the man? Right?
Yeah.
So you had the man. So why am I still an
Because
issue?
at any moment if you said I want to be back with him and you told him that, she would know that that would cause some problems in her relationship. Yeah, he gonna lie and still probably tell her bullshit,
Mm-hmm.
but he would be with you. He would be with you. And I say that from experience because the last person that had the child with your father, they was living together.
Mm-hmm.
I left the whole marriage and everything alone, you know, and then a month exactly before he passed away, exactly a month, and it was your brother's birthday. We spent time together and we talked about rekindling and stuff like that. Then I told him, I was like, yo, if you with this person, don't come over here playing games with me.
And
Be
that made me go
honest.
back to before, like when I went back home. Well, not back home, but back to my apartment or whatever. When I was moving out, I told her, I said, "This is me speaking as your friend and not your ex girlfriend. If you're with this girl, do right by this girl.
Mm-hmm.
Do right by her." He was like, "I wasn't.
Yeah,
He's not with the
they don't,
girl,
yeah.
you know."
I don't know why it's so
But I told
difficult,
him,
but
if y'all together, do right by this girl. I didn't know she was pregnant at the time, none of that. Like I didn't know all of that
mm-hmm.
because I didn't speak to him in months. But if you with that girl, do right. If this is the girl you want to be with, do right. That's not the girl he wanted to be with. But he
Yeah,
wasn't here with me.
they don't really be honest. But I had told him, like, if you're not gonna come back over here, we were still married. If you're not gonna come to me and be honest, then just leave me alone because we had already been separated for some time now. So I'm good. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting over
You
you.
healed
My
and
feelings is, dying down a little bit. And he come back with all the bullshit of, he want us to be together and I'm like, okay, but don't try to come back with me for no kids because you get to see your kids. You know what I'm saying? So don't use the kids as an excuse. So this man started texting me every morning. He had moved back to New York and I'm still out here in Jersey. And he texts me every morning, 6 o'clock in the morning. Good morning. You get you and the kids ready. Have a good. It was always a good morning text, always around the same time. So now my mind is going like, cause he's telling me, oh, we don't live together no more. She moved out of the place and moved back in with her mother, so it's just me there. So me with the way my brain think, I'm like, okay, this is just odd. You only calling me 6 something in the morning. You ain't calling me no
throughout
other time
the
of the
day,
day,
yeah.
you know? So now I'm like, okay, let me call the house and see if she pick up. And it's like after he called me, so it's early in the morning. I might have woke her up. She answered the phone. I hung up.
Why you hang up?
But then I called back now
Why
because
you
I'm
hang
like,
up though?
because I don't know. I don't think I expected her to
Yeah, I think
answer.
you had like
So I had to get
you had
like
to get prepared. Like,
yeah,
yeah.
my conversation and everything together. Like you said, prepare myself. So then I was like, you know what? Let me call her back. So I called back and I'm like, hey, I just want to know what's going on. You know, because he told me like he wanted us to get back together. He told me like you no longer live at the place. So I need to know like what's going on. Is he not being honest with me? So she's like, oh well, how he gonna say I don't live here? You know, I'm on the lease too. We both, you know, I'm still here. And I said, well, he talking about he want us to work on our marriage, get back together. Oh, well, I think, you know, I told him, you know, y'all get back together for the kids. No, don't get back with me for no kids because I'm not keeping his kids away. You can still have a relationship with your kids and leave me out of this whole messy shit. You know, but he was lying and I was starting to have conversations with her here and there. And I remember I was talking to your grandmother, his mother. And she was like, well, tell her you want your husband back. So I called homegirl. I remember I was at work, I think. Yeah, I was at work. I might have been on my break or something. And I called her. I said, you know what? I do want my husband back. Ooh, girl, she went to screaming and hollering and crying on the phone. But, boo, you just
But
told
she
me.
knew that
But
he
she
cared,
just,
he loved you.
yeah, and she just told me like, hey, y'all can get back together for the kids or whatever. So
But she
now I
didn't believe.
say,
She didn't believe what she
yeah,
said.
because I kept saying I don't want him
Yeah.
because I'm not dealing with this stupid goofy shit no more. Been there, done that. That's why we wasn't together. So I told him, I told him, girl, I wanted my husband back. I wanted us to work on our relationship, but she lost it on the phone. Like she started like really screaming and hollering. You
Did you feel
know,
bad?
no.
Why
It's
not?
crazy. I didn't, but I remember also asking him, right? Because they say like like my mother and stuff used to say like you have a dream about fish that somebody's pregnant, and when he came to the apartment and we were talking about getting back together, like probably about a couple days later, I asked him, "Hey, is Shorty pregnant?" Because I had a dream about fish. He like no. Then next time I see him, he's like, "You jinxed me." I said, "What you mean I jinxed you?" Oh, she gonna tell me she pregnant when she like 4 months and she can't. It's too late to get rid of it at this time. So it was just. You want to come back now? I would have to accept
Another.
another chick and a
Yeah.
child.
No. So you said you and the other baby mom, the first baby mom, became decent. Like
We
after.
became decent
So
because after your father passed away, it was on the news and stuff, right? So the first thing, as somebody that has his child, I had his children too. So I'm like, the first thing I think of is this is on the news. Who told her? I didn't want her to see it on the news. So I asked for her number. So I took it upon myself to call her and let her know that he had passed away.
and that's what built your relationship.
Yeah, that's what ended up having us have a relationship because even before he was the funeral services, you know, I went to the cemetery, well, the morgue, and braided his hair and stuff like that. So I asked, I said, well, I'm gonna go to the funeral home. Do you want to have time with him? Is there something you might want to say? Like, I don't know.
And how was
Like, this is
that
the
for you?
first, for me, what?
Like allowing that, like
Girl, because I guess it wasn't as hard for me
because
because
y'all weren't together.
we were separated
Yeah.
for some time. So all of those feelings that were so strong at one time were no longer that strong. So, and then at this point, it ain't even about just me. It's
Yeah.
about his child. That's how I looked at it. You know what I'm saying? So that's how me and her ended up having a relationship. Then we started having little conversations, and then we kept in touch, and that's how I was able to
Keep us
continue
together.
a
Yeah.
relationship and keep you and your brothers together.
So do you have a relationship with
The last one?
yeah.
No, because she's a different breed. He mad at me, girlfriend, and I was his wife. Like we wasn't divorced. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't even matter. But then we having conversations, and I talk shit about the dude. You know what I'm saying? Because I was mad and I was in my feelings because now you coming back, and then we had slept together
Yeah.
again. So before he passed away, so again it was like a whole 1 month
Yeah.
time span
Mm-hmm.
because your brother's birthday April 8th, he passed away May 8th, and it was happened to be Mother's Day. But between that whole month, it's like we was he was coming back out here spending time with us. We going to the park, working on rekindling, like you know what I'm saying. Then we being intimate with one another, and he's still lying and all this stupid shit. So I had conversations with her, and then I talked a little bit of shit about him, and then like with your
She
situation,
went back and
she went back
turn him against
and
you.
turned him against me because we was cool. We and him had got cool. He stopped fucking talking to me. It was the same shit. Like she turned him against me. But then I'm like, fuck the whole shit.
Yeah.
Like I'm not doing all this no more. Like
It's too
I'm
expensive.
not doing all of this. The shit that I was being nice to this broad. You know what I'm saying? Because when your father passed away, like I gave her courtesy because they was in a
Maybe
relationship.
it's something about that big mama. Like, and I don't know.
No, but I gave this chick a courtesy because I took her, and when I had to go identify his body in the morgue, I let her be a part of that.
That's why you can't be nice.
I'm not being nice to no bitch going forward in the future. Like I am not, because these broads will turn on you and make
Like
you
a light
out to
switch.
be the bad guy.
Yeah.
But truth of the matter was that was my husband. But she put me through the ringer like I had sex with her and broke her fucking heart. Like, you want to take me to court? You want to try to sue me? Like, it was just a lot. So there was never gonna be a relationship with me and her because she didn't even handle me like a woman. Because I called her and asked her for his information because we weren't together, so she knew where he worked at. I needed his job information just to handle things with the funeral service. She wouldn't even give me that. So it's like, you loving this man, you when you marry boo boo, you ain't got no control, no say so or nothing. That's for anybody out there messing with anybody married. Something happened with that person and they no longer living. You have no say so. That's what did it for me. That's why I wanted nothing to do with her. Because if I'm coming to you and I need information from you so that I can bury this man, and you refuse to give it to me, but I was just nice to you and let you come to all the little family meetings and the little get-togethers talking about things, and then you do me like that and don't want to give me the information I need. There was never no love there with me for her. Now, in the first baby mother,
she was cool.
We ended up being cool. You know what I'm saying? But the last one, I always wanted y'all to have relationships with y'all siblings because y'all father was the type of man that took care of y'all, his kids. So I would have been the type of person to keep in touch so y'all could have had a relationship with the last child, because unfortunately he didn't get to know his father. Y'all father died before he was even born. But no, me and her couldn't be cool at all.
Yeah. And then like I feel like with the other baby mom, with him, not my dad, with his dad.
Yeah.
I believe they're together. And how are you okay with this man not taking care of his other kids? Because like I stated earlier, when I was with him, I believe he took care of his daughter, whether he was lying or what. From what I knew, he was taking care of his child. I'm not gonna be with nobody that don't take care of their kids.
But
so how are you comfortable with laying up with this man? He'll take care of his kids.
It ain't really.
Even when he came here, it was such an issue. Like, granted, she had every right to have an issue because it was more than just him seeing his child. But like, when it's about me, it's always the issue. Take care of your child.
She knows that no matter what, like, his heart is always gonna be with you. You're the one that he's gonna always want to be with.
But that's okay.
But that don't make it right, because for a man to be okay,
it's not about me. It's about
The
the
child,
children
yeah, but for any parent to be okay with dealing with somebody that
who
does
don't
not,
take care of their kid.
that's
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 sick.
weird.
I'm not okay with a
I
man not
wouldn't
taking
want
care
to
of his
be with
kid.
a
Because
guy that doesn't take care of his
when they
children.
break up or whatever the case is, and he stopped taking care of your child,
They don't see it
then
like
what?
that.
Talk it out and be nice, and I'm not doing it.
They don't look at it like they're
Because
gonna be in that
when it was me, it was
situation.
okay. But that she should have looked at it. She should,
They
because
don't.
when it was Miss, I like to get beat on, and the
Yeah, she
tables
got
turned
beat
real
on.
quick, and now she was telling me sorry. But once the tables turn, don't come over here looking like, oh, our kids are siblings now.
I wouldn't even trust her around my kids.
I don't, because you just told me you're jealous of me. Why would I trust you? Why would I give you my prized possession?
No, and then I believe that that last baby mother was getting your brother beatings all the time, because at one time I let your brother live with your father and you stayed with me for a little bit of time because financially that's what made sense.
Mm-hmm.
I think that she treated my child right.
Yeah.
She didn't treat my child right, and she
And
really,
I wouldn't want to put my son in no predicament where he's not getting treated right. Because then I'm going to have to come and I'm in somebody's jail. So before you even get there, I don't even want no parts.
But look, karma is a motherfucker, you know?
And that's why I sit here
So
and sit back
you
and
don't even
let
have
whatever
to
happen.
do anything to
And I won't.
anybody. You don't have to wish bad on
And I
anybody
don't.
because karma is something else. And if this female thinks that it's okay for her to keep him from being a father
To his children.
to his children, there's gonna be a day when their relationship ends, and she's gonna be wishing that he was part of her child's life.
Yeah, and then it's like, don't get me wrong, I don't put the full blame on her.
No,
Because
because
at the end
he's
of the day, he a grown ass
grown
man.
behind man, and
And
he should
and
do and
he
know better.
exactly, like, he older than all of us. Like, come on now.
But he's just goofy because I met him and he's just a straight goofball.
He's him.
Yeah,
So
he has a lot of growing up to do,
yeah.
and you know, a lot of times when people are liars, they're just liars.
They
They're
just
just
lie about anything.
yeah,
They just
that's
lie
just
a lot.
and he's a liar and a cheater. So I'm pretty sure that girl is getting hell
I don't care what she
now.
getting. I just know
Because if he
when he
cheated on
came,
wait, he cheated on the first baby mother was lying.
he cheated
He
on
cheated
me
on you was lying.
and he cheated on
So I'm
her.
pretty sure
He
he's
is,
cheating on
because
her and
even
lying.
when he came here, I mean, he cheated on her with me because I didn't know they was together from what he said. I mean, I did my own research and found out. And when she contacted me, and then he was still messaging other girls. He was still doing his thing. So one thing about him, he's not going to change for nobody. That's what he does. That's what he does. Like, just because you with him and you a different face, don't mean he gonna change for you. Cause he didn't. Ain't nothing changed about that man. But baby mama drama.
Yeah. My last relationship, I could say I didn't have no drama with his children's mother. And he wasn't out there still trying to sleep around with the woman after all them years. He told me straight up last time they was intimate was when he got her pregnant with the last child. So that was over 22 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and then he would go visit the kids, go to where they live at without me. And he would call me and be on FaceTime with me the whole damn time, damn near he was there. So he never made me feel like
You couldn't
he was
trust
yeah,
him.
like I couldn't trust him. And a lot of times, shit, 99% of the time when he was on the phone with damn near anybody, it was on speakerphone. And I didn't ask him to do that.
Mm-hmm.
He just did that. So I would hear a lot of conversations and people wasn't even aware that I was sitting there the whole time just listening. So I would hear stuff that would be said that lets me know that this person still had feelings for him. But he showed me that I could trust him and he wasn't entertaining it. Like he leave her in the room with the kids, but they grown, you know what I'm saying? But he would leave them with her in the room and he would leave the room and go downstairs to the bar and be on the phone with me while she's up there in the room because he really wanted to just spend time with his kids. It wasn't about spending time with the kids and her. And so he would just leave sometimes and just be. So it's all about the man and what they do, you know.
Yeah.
So I've had both ends. I've had the liar, the cheater, the one you can't trust, and then I've had the guy that made me feel like I could trust him and I didn't have anything to worry about if he was still gonna be dipping and dabbling, rolling around and tangling in between the sheets with his children's mother.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that baby mama drama shit.
It's too much.
It's too
It's
much.
too much. Do not recommend a
Yeah,
negative
and then
1,000
when
out of
ladies
10.
and even guys, y'all out there watching, the red flags be there. You know, a lot of times we put up with a lot of stuff because of our emotions and love, but at the end of the day, these people who a lot of times don't change, and you got to put yourself first and know that you deserve better to not want to go back and forth. Like, who want to be arguing with some chick over some dude?
I don't
Or
know. I
you
did
know,
it. I
it's
did it most definitely.
yeah,
But
I did it.
I don't.
I wouldn't say I did it because I didn't argue. I
Me
didn't
neither. I
argue
just
with
always say
them.
like, you know what I meant. But like, I'm not arguing with nobody no more. Like I said, people any inconsistency, any error, I'm leaving. Please, my life is peaceful, so I don't want nobody to come and disturb it. So you better come baggage free. But that was a nice topic, baby mama drama.
Yeah, girl.
Old news.
Yes, old news. Oh, and shit, I'm way too grown to be dealing with
A baby
anybody
mama
baby
drama.
mama drama. And I can only imagine, like, are there women out there like in there, you know,
Probably.
grandmothers still dealing with baby
Probably.
mama drama? Because I'm a grandma now. I'm
Oh, don't
not
that
dealing
sound so
with no.
funny?
Yeah, like I'm somebody. I don't look good though, but yeah, I couldn't see myself dealing with. And I've had a relationship with somebody that seemed like they wasn't really taking care of their kids. The stalker.
Oh, he didn't take care of his kids.
Well, I wouldn't say he didn't take care of his kids, but when I came into his life, he was more active in their life because I wasn't condoning. You're not gonna be over here
Taking care of my
taking
kids
care of
and
my
you
kids,
don't
and
even
your
take care of your
kids
own
is out
kids.
there doing without. Like, don't try to act like you care so much about my kids and you want to go school shopping and stuff like that. But what about your kids?
Yeah.
So that was a baby mama that I had met, and she actually thanked me. She actually,
Nice.
I remember, yeah, flashback. She actually thanked me because I met her because she knew that I was the reason why this
He
man
was
was
taking care of
stepping
his
up
kids.
and taking care of his kids. And she was cool.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't want to be with nobody like that.
But that you got to make them take care of their kids.
Yeah. You should. You know how to make a kid. You know how to lay down and make a kid.
But a lot of times, sometimes the guys always try to make it seem like the mother is a drama, but then when you
It
really
be
get to
them
see,
too.
it
It
be
be
it
them
be a
because
combination of
I'm
things.
I'm a cordial baby mama. I don't want to argue. I don't want to fight. I'll try to work with you, try to figure something out. But like, I got the baby mama. I'm the baby daddy in this case. I just be wanting to be cordial and stuff, but it don't work out like that for me. So I just leave it alone, put it in God's hands, and leave it alone.
Yeah.
But that was a great episode. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you again for
Don't
tuning in. And don't forget to hit the